Okay, I know this topic has been beaten to death, but I just wanted to make my own video cause, I don't know, I just did, okay? Some kids are weird. Unless you watch my videos, then you're cool. I know I was a weird kid at least. Not that being weird is a bad thing, it's just funny to look back on my past. I used to be afraid of the color red. Okay, that sounds super weird, but I had a very logical reason for this fear. So, I grew up watching Star Wars when I was little. I've probably seen every single movie at least 10 times, and I always watch the new ones as soon as they come out. I'm not like a super fan or anything, but I do love Star Wars. Anyway, like I said, I watched it all the time when I was a child. But two things that used to terrify me were Palpatine and Darth Vader. So, if you somehow don't know what Star Wars is, basically the Jedis, the good guys, and the Sith Lords, the bad guys, have different colored lightsabers. The Jedis can have green, blue, and purple lightsabers, as well as some other colors, but the Sith Lords always have red. I don't really know what the colors mean, to be honest, but I did know that red equals evil and evil was bad. My brother and his friends knew this scared me, and they would breathe like Darth Vader and follow me around without me noticing, and make noises just to scare me. My brother's friend would say the word red in this really creepy tone just to terrify me, and then tell me Darth Vader was coming to get me, just to creep me out. See, like I said before, I had a very logical reason for being scared of the color red. Okay, maybe it was irrational, but this video is called Weird Things I Did as a Kid, so did you expect a 5-year-old cat to be rational? No. Another thing I did as a kid was roleplay. Okay, let me explain that one. So, I was, and still am, really into Pokemon. I live right outside of the city, so our house is on top of a cliff with a forest below and a lake beyond that. Okay, so I used to pretend I was a Pokemon trainer, and I would catch Pokemon, and I had a talking Bulbasaur as a partner, and I talked to it. Apparently, my brother caught me doing this one day. He just sat there like, what the frick is she doing? I really don't know if this classifies as roleplay because I did it by myself only, but as dorky as it sounds, it was a pretty big part of my childhood, and these stories I take part in have actually inspired my stories today. It all comes full circle. Anywho, I'm not the only one who did stuff like this. I choose you, Wolfie Chew! Jesus Christ, that was the cringiest pun I've ever done. God freaking—
Hi, I'm Wolfie Chew, and I make storytime videos and other types of little animations on my YouTube channel. You're not the only one who roleplayed as a kid cat. I've got a story of my own about pretending to be characters on the internet. There was this one experience I had when I was about 11 years old. I was just starting to get into watching anime, and there was this one series I watched at the time called Tokyo Mew Mew that I was kind of obsessed with. If you don't know this anime, it's about a group of 5 girls who get their DNA merged with the DNA of 5 animals who are in danger of extinction. Basically, this turns these girls into a group of superheroes who have to save the world from aliens. That sounded a lot weirder saying it out loud. I loved this anime, and I really wanted to be able to talk to someone about it, but I was shy about even bringing it up to my friends because I knew that they didn't like cartoons anymore, and they would probably just judge me for liking anime. I don't know why some people think anime is weird. They're just missing out. This was also around the time when Bebo was still popular. Does anybody else remember Bebo? No? So anyway, one day I randomly searched Tokyo Mew Mew on there, and I found that there were countless accounts that used names of the characters from that anime. I found that they were all a group of role players from this anime that I loved. I didn't really understand it at first, but I thought that maybe they were all people like me, who were just too awkward to tell their friends that they liked anime, so they looked for more friends to talk to on the internet. I decided to join them and create an account posing as a character myself. I made friends with other people pretending to be the other characters, and we would talk to each other as though we were kind of writing our own stories. So I kind of got into role-playing without even knowing what it was. The character who I was role-playing as was the main character of the anime, Ichigo. Ichigo is this really happy and energetic girl who, like me, would overreact to everything, love all cute things, and was terrified of Ghost. She was my favorite character from the show, so of course she was the one I chose to be. Every day after school, I would get on the computer to get back on Bebo and talk to everyone on there. It was all fine for a while, but then one day a new person commented on my profile. It was someone pretending to be one of the antagonists of the anime called Kishu. He seemed normal at first, but then he started to private message me and started to act kind of flirty. I was shocked and I didn't know how to respond. This was similar to what used to happen between the characters we were role-playing in the show, but I just thought that this person was taking it a little too seriously and it was starting to creep me out. I stopped replying to him thinking that would make him go away, but it didn't. He messaged me every day and just wouldn't give up, saying things like, "Hi girl, I'm hungry for those lips." This made me start to panic a little, and I just thought, oh no, I really dug myself into a hole now. Who knew that something as innocent as role-playing as your favorite fictional character could turn into a situation like this? Since I didn't know what else to do, I deleted my Bebo and never looked back. And that was my first and last experience with role-playing.
So yeah, I was a very strange child. There's a lot of things that I've done that were way worse than what I say in this video, but I don't think I'm comfortable with sharing that with thousands of people. Maybe one day. Maybe. But yes, we all have weird, cringy pasts, but that makes for great memories. If I wasn't weird, this video wouldn't exist and you wouldn't have gotten to watch it. Don't be ashamed of your past. Laugh at it and accept it was a part of your life and move on. It's in no way a bad thing to be weird.